This is Valley News Live at 6.
Happy Friday, everyone. Our first alert weather day is delivering. Nathan is sorting through a variety of tornado warnings and severe thunderstorm watches. He's here with the latest. Nathan.
Yeah, thanks, Stacy. We alerted you to this first alert weather day earlier on this week, and yes, we are seeing a few reported funnel clouds, some heavier downpours, lots of lightning, even some small hail in some of these storms as well. And we're also seeing images like this. This is from near the Buffalo area. Logan shared this one with us of what I'm seeing is looks to be a wall cloud there spinning and perhaps a funnel cloud there in the center of this photo. This was from a tornado warned storm around the 3 o'clock hour this afternoon. And then another awesome photo, this one from near the Arthur and Hunter areas. Another tornado warned storm which produced this beauty. Jenna shared this one with us. Looks like we could be seeing perhaps a wall cloud or maybe even a funnel cloud there in the center of this photo, but regardless, a nasty storm as that one made its way through the just west of Hunter. Here's that severe thunderstorm watch. Goes until 10 p.m. for this evening for almost everybody. Now excludes, though, the James River Valley and a few counties up in the Devil's Lake Basin. Again, till 10 p.m. is when that watch is going forward. No severe thunderstorm warnings as we speak. Still watching very carefully, though, each of these little clusters of storms, especially in our Minnesota neighborhoods, as those are in an environment where there is some spin in the atmosphere, so we still could get some severe storms and still could get a spin-up tornado or two in this area because the atmosphere just has so much what we call helicity, which is the spin of the atmosphere as you go up in altitude. But a closer look in here. The Grand Forks area just outside Grand Forks in Polk County north of Crookston near Thief River Falls, seeing a strong storm making its way through near the Fertile area as well, then down toward the Otter Tail County, Park Rapids, Wadena areas. Another line of some strong storms there. Could be seeing some small hail, a lot of lightning with this, and as well as some gusty winds. And of course, I've been updating the VNL weather app all evening long. So of course, to have that download to your phone, it's free. And it can be updated, of course, and it can update you if any warnings are issued in your neck of the woods. But of course, coming up in a couple minutes, we will talk about what we can expect for these storms to exit and what we can expect for the weekend behind this system in a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Nathan. Yeah, Nathan and the rest of the team will continue to monitor the rain and storm chances all weekend. You can get those updates right at your fingertips by downloading the free VNL weather app. New at 6, the Grand Forks School Board has changed their minds, reversing the masking rules in schools just days before the first day of class, now requiring masks for all staff, students, and visitors. Valley News Team's JC Dodd explains what this last-minute decision means for families in the district.
We've now changed the decision. That is a high level of frustration and stress.
4 days after the board decided to only recommend masks, they changed courses and decided to require them, with just 5 days until the school year begins.
I think we did as a board and as a district do a disservice by not having this pulled together earlier.
Despite pleas from countless parents, the board says their change of heart comes with several reasonings.
We want to be proactive and ensure that our teachers can remain in the classroom.
In my mind, there's no question that there are benefits from wearing masks that far outweigh the risks.
We want to keep people safe, and that's the reason for the request today.
In a vote of 8-1, the new mask mandate passed, but not without threats from parents.
The threats that we've been getting for rioting and showing up at doors of school, and if there's any attempt to disrupt that, that is something that I'm going to speak out against and that I will have a conversation of the district about.
Board members say they want students in the classroom for as much of the school year as possible. In Grand Forks, JC Dodd, Valley News Live.
The board says lunch and recess will provide a time for students to take mask breaks during the school day. Now in West Fargo, parent Dr. Chris Pribula is trying to get the district to make the same move. He and the Community Alliance for Responsible Education are advocating for the school district to require masks. He says he's working on getting his proposal discussed at the next school board meeting. This as many parents in Fargo continue to fight back against the district's mask mandate. New information in the death of a patient at Mapleview Memory Care. Police say the man who died is 78-year-old Gary Pearson of Fargo. 59-year-old Rachel Cooper made her first court appearance this afternoon and is now charged with manslaughter. Police were sent to Mapleview Memory Care in South Fargo on August 3rd for a report that Pearson was assaulted by a caregiver. Newly released court documents reveal Cooper told police Pearson was keeping her from getting out of the room, and she struggled with him. Documents say she told investigators she pushed him and he tripped and fell, breaking his hip and causing his health to deteriorate until he died yesterday.
Searched her apartment, no sign of her up there, so we're very scared. Very scared. We just want her home.
Recreational kayakers on the Red River found what appeared to be a body-sized object, heavily wrapped in plastic and duct tape, stuck against a tree, sticking out in the middle of the river.
That's the police chief describing the moment Savannah Graywin's body was found 8 days after she went missing. 4 years ago today, an 8-month pregnant Savannah went upstairs to try on a dress in the apartment of Brooke Cruz and her boyfriend William Hain. She was never seen again. The crime shocked the community as well as the nation. The couple admitted to cutting the baby out of Savannah before the brutal murder. Savannah's boyfriend now has custody of the child, Hazley Joe, now celebrating her 4th birthday. A 65-year-old man is dead after drowning in Leech Lake. That happened yesterday near the Sandpoint area of the lake. Someone reported seeing the man in the water near a pontoon, but as they got closer, they lost sight of him in the water. His name hasn't been released. Guilty on all charges. That's the verdict in the quadruple murder trial out in Mandan that we've been following for the past 3 weeks. The chiropractor and Navy veteran Chad Isaac was found guilty on 4 counts of murder, burglary, and other charges. In the courtroom, family members of the victims broke out in gasps and sobs. Isaac now faces life in prison without parole. A federal grand jury has indicted a St. Michael, North Dakota man after officials say he rolled a vehicle earlier this month, killing 3 people and severely injuring 1. 18-year-old Winter Sky Big Track is charged with 3 counts of involuntary manslaughter and 1 count of assault resulting in serious bodily injury. Big Track crashed the car while driving on the Spirit Lake Reservation August 11th. We're told he was driving without a license and under the influence of alcohol and a controlled substance. West. Footage shared with us shows just how fast that car was going. Police identified 34-year-old Chad Burney as the suspect and arrested him at a mobile home park in North Fargo later that day. The man who set fire to a Detroit Lakes RV business last winter will spend the next 6 months behind bars. 42-year-old Daniel Kaufman is convicted of second-degree arson and theft. He was sentenced to 180 days in jail and 10 days of supervised probation. When fire crews arrived at Wald's RV sales on Highway 10 back in December, the building was engulfed in flames, shooting 10 to 12 feet in the air. Court documents say investigators found a set of fresh footprints and vehicle tracks. They were able to identify his truck thanks to security footage. A wish come true. Later on Valley News Live at 6, we'll hear from a Make-A-Wish family headed for a big weekend at the Canad Inn.
And take a look at this for your evening in Grand Forks, expecting that chance of some showers and storms to continue for us with those temperatures. Look at that west wind, 20 miles an hour, cooling into the 50s. Of course, we'll talk about what we're seeing on the radar at this hour and get you a look ahead to what you can expect for this weekend after the break.